Hey guys, this is the tutorial to help you make your coaster. So by now you've already played around with AutoCAD, you've learned how to make lines and circles and that kind of thing. And now we're going to go ahead and start this coaster process. So this is basically the file I used to laser cut my coaster that I showed you. I nested everything together nice and tight so that I didn't waste material. And this is the one I made just to as a reference because it has all the dimensions on it, and we need those dimensions in order to make it, or you need those dimensions. So we're going to go ahead and start that process. We're going to click on the line tool, and we're going to draw I'm going to come over here just a little bit further, and I'm going to draw a 4-inch line, and I'm going to hit the space bar to clear, or I can hit the escape key in the top left corner of my keyboard. Either one will escape and clear that command. Now I'm going to start to make this arc that we see here. So in order to do that, I need to know this distance, which is the distance from this vertical edge, which is the line we just drew, to the quadrant of that arc. All right, so you're going to want to make sure that your snaps are turned on. That's object snap. If it's blue, it's on, so mine is on. And you're going to want to make sure you go to this caret and go to the menu and make sure midpoint's turned on and center. Now, when I draw a line, it's going to find the middle of that 4-inch line that I drew. And I'm going to come back in this direction, 0.1875, enter. Then I'm going to, so it came back this direction. Now we're going to put in that radius. So I'm going to put in that 4.2604. So I'm going to stay right on that point. I didn't move, I didn't clear. I'm going to come back in the other direction, 4.2604, enter. Now I can hit the space bar or the escape key to clear. Now what I can do is I can draw a radius. So I'm going to click on this drop down and make sure I select radius, because you could accidentally pick diameter. So we're going to draw a radius. I'm going to click on this endpoint, and I actually don't have to enter the value because I know where the endpoint is. I know what my value is. There it is. You can see when I snap to that endpoint, it says 4.2604. So I'm going to click. Okay. Now we have to get rid of a few lines. So I'm going to delete this line. The delete key is right above your up arrow on your keyboard. Delete and backspace are not the same thing. They don't do the same thing. I can delete this little line. And I'm going to do what's called trim. Trimming is a really great tool, so I can get rid of, basically what it does is it finds intersections. So you can click certain line segments and get rid of the ones you want. So I'm going to click on this one because that's obviously the big circle part that I don't want. And I'm going to click on this so it gets rid of that. And you can see how, if I hit escape, it's starting to look like this. Straight line, curve, straight line, right? So now that we have that, we can actually do something pretty cool called mirror. I don't have to redo all those steps 3 more times. I can use a tool called mirror. And to do this ahead of time, you're going to want to make sure that your polar tracking is on. And if you go to that caret, you want to make sure 45 degrees is the one you have turned on, because we want it to snap to 45 degrees. So I'm going to click mirror. I'm going to select by drawing a frame around that. Don't hold your left mouse button in. Just click let go, drag it, and then click again. Now it's highlighted. Now I'm going to hit the Enter key on my keyboard. Now I'm going to click on this endpoint right here. And I'm going to just pull my mouse. I'm not going to click on anything yet. I'm just going to move my mouse around until I snap to this 45 degrees and I get that position where I want it. And then I'm going to click. Erase source object. No. We want to keep the original one. Alright, and if you haven't figured it out yet, or if you forget what I told you before, zooming in and out with your middle mouse wheel, and to pan or to move your screen back and forth, click and hold your middle mouse wheel. It is a button, and then that's pan. Okay, so now we need to finish this, right? So we're going to go to mirror again, select, enter, and I can click on this endpoint, and then I can bring that around 45 degrees, click again, either click here or you can even click on that endpoint. No. There you have it. Okay, now the next thing we can do is we can draw our circle in the middle. So we're going to go to the line tool. How are we going to find the center of this thing? Well, real easy. We can draw a diagonal line across here, right? Now that is a diameter. That symbol right there, the circle with a line, the slash through it, is the symbol for diameter. So when I go up here, I got to make sure I pick diameter. Right now it's set to radius. That'd be a big problem. I got to click on the drop down, go to diameter. Now I can find that midpoint. Remember, it finds it for you as long as snap is turned on. Object snap. I'm going to click on that midpoint. I'm going to type in my value of 0.245. There it is. Now I can delete that guideline that I needed. All right. So the last thing left are these notches. Well, we have to make the little wooden piece that locks it all together in the corners. So you can see some confusing dimensions here. Yes, I get that. 45 degrees is just telling you it's a reference. Let me just guide you through here. So we're going to draw a line from this corner. This guideline is 0.5473. It's just a guideline for now. So draw a line from this corner on a 45-degree angle. Now notice it does say 45 degrees. You can see that it's snapping to that. So all I have to do is type in my 0.5473, enter, escape. Now the size of this hole, those dimensions are here. So 0.32, okay. Half of 0.32 is 0.16. So since I'm right here, I need to go 0.16 this way and then 0.16 this way. Snap to the endpoint. It should be 135 degrees. It should snap to that for you. 0.16, enter. Then I'm going to, what I can do is instead of clearing and starting over again, I can see that my dimension over here of the thickness of this is 0.1055. So I can do that next and just go right around. A little bit too far away. 0.1055, enter. Now I'm going to come back in this direction. 0.33. I'm sorry, 0.32. Good thing I double checked. Then I'm going to come down again, pulling down in this direction, 0.1055, and then I can close it off and go right back to where I began. Clear. I can delete this line. Alright, now, instead of having to do that again 3 more times, there's another cool tool I'm going to show you. And this tool is actually going to come in handy. It's the same way that I made these circles. And the way that I did that is I didn't draw each one of those individually. I drew maybe 3 of them, and then I did what's called an array. So I'm going to come up here to array, click on the down caret. I'm going to pick polar array. I'm going to select that feature, left click, let go, left click again. Now I'm going to hit enter. It says specify the center point of the array. Well, I want to spin it right around the middle of this axis. So I'm going to click on that. And as you can see, it made way too many, because by default it says 6. I'm going to change that to 4. I'm going to hit the tab key. As soon as I hit the tab key, you can see that it made 4. Now I can go ahead and hit enter, and that saved my progress. Okay, now the last thing you need to do is make these squares. I think you can handle that, but 0.35 by 0.42, and then come back over here and close it. So you're going to make 4 of those, and now your next step is to decorate this as per your design. Now, you can do this by using the line tool to draw shapes, the circle tool. If you click on this drop down where it says draw, that's where you're going to find the spline tool, which is really fun. You can do all kinds of things with that in terms of tracing regular curves. It'll do all kinds of different wacky shapes. When you get to the end of the spline, to save it, you're going to want to hit the enter key. So that'll trace all kinds of neat things. I'll show you in class how to bring in an image. If you want to trace an image from the internet, you can do that. And really all I need from you is to decorate this. I'm going to have all this already made for you. So to streamline the process, all you need to do is decorate this as per your design, and make sure you come up here and hit save, and then I will show you how to email this to me, which if you open your email and you go to a new message and send it to Mark Dada at bernardsboe.com, and put your name here in the subject, and then you're going to click on the attach files button here. You're going to go to wherever you saved it, which I'll probably recommend to you to save it on your desktop. Once you do that and you click desktop, you should be able to find it there. Click on it and then hit open, and then it will show up. I'll just do an example for you. If I click on this file, hit open, and it's going to show up here, and then you're going to hit send. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Ask if you have any questions.